Today, Friday, 28th of November 2014, we are here at the residence of Cartoon called Catches, who was a self-employed fisherman who resided at 102 Ocean Garden, Metemezar, West Coast, Damawara. Cartoon is the fisherman who alleged that police beat him, and he died on Thursday, the 27th of November 2014. So we're going to listen to this wife and to the children, and they're going to give us the details of what transpired. What we noticed when we arrived here today, it had a number of senior ranks, including the commander of the D division, visited this family home. They even worked with what looked like a priest who also prayed for this family, this mother. Apparently, the Guyana Police Force is showing remorse, and this is good. Only recently, the acting commissioner of police apologized for his commander A division remarks in relation to women wearing short clothes. So apparently the police is prepared to apologize to this family for the death of this family. However, we want to know if compensation will be made available to this family. On this very west coast of Damawara, at the same police station, Lenore Police Station, sometime in, I believe it was October the 27th to the 1st, 2009, a young man of only 14 years old was tortured at the said police station, in which the police beat the young man and choked, mutilated in his genital area and light a match. That young man, 2 years after, was given compensation of 6.5 million Guyana dollars. If the police will take responsibility here after proper investigation by their own police ranks, I hope compensation will be given to this family. I hope our political leaders, David Granger in particular, AFC Kemar Dramjatan, who represented this young man, Thomas, will come here and ensure this family gets justice. I'm going to do my part. This family asks for justice. I am here. However, I'm not a lawyer. I can't represent them in court, so we asking those politicians that are learned and senior lawyers in Guyana to represent this family, ensure that they have compensation. The husband died. He was the sole breadwinner. He had 2 small boats he used to make his living. Who will operate this boat? He had 3 daughters and a little son. So this family will punish because of whatever transpired and that fateful few days that this man spent in the police lockups. So we here are going to speak to the wife, and please tell me your name. How old are you?
35.
And your husband's name?
Ibrahim.
And his calling name?
Catches.
Catches. What was his age?
38.
38. How long are you all married now?
11 to 21 years now.
21 years. In this marriage, y'all ever had altercation, fight, quarrel?
Well, we do have little ups and downs, but not
Like any other family?
No.
Like any other family that get problems, you have
Yes,
problems?
yes, little ups and downs, and that was it.
What happened on the night, the 21st of November 2014?
Well, the night we had a little drink, and I go to my bed and probably I drop asleep, and he asked me for his food, and I take a little while to get up because
You was tired?
Yes, I was tired. And well, we start first, and I get up and give you the food, and when I get up and give you the food, he still cursing and so on, and showing them be afraid because he's drunk, and they're fearful, and they just call the police saying, well, they just think that the police would carry him to the station, and next day we go back and ask them to release him.
So, I understand is a member of the family, one of your child would call
One of my daughters.
Call the police. But the expectation of that child, and even you, was that the police probably would come and give him a warning, probably give him a cool-down period. In the United States of America,
Relax.
which I spent some time, when a husband and wife gets problem, the police will come in numbers. They don't just warn, they separate them for that night. You go to some neighbor house or stay in a hotel and let the wife and the children stay in this home. Until next morning, we're going to talk. Okay? So it's got a cooling out period.
Yes.
Now you thought the police would do this for you, a cooling out period. Set him in a cell somewhere where he could sober up. You didn't expect in your wildest dream.
In no way, I didn't expect. What happened to my husband, he's not a criminal.
Okay, but you know something dreadful would have happened because on that night, November 2014, you know something terrible would have happened. Because you noticed when the police handcuffed him, when they pushed him in that police vehicle, they used the gun, the long gun on him.
Yeah, while we traveling going, they stopped at Ica. Two guys was on the road, and he tried to get up to see who they stopped to pick up, and they stamped him with the gun at his face, and he holler. And he said, "We're going to beat me," but then jumping back the vehicle and driving. So when I turned around, he was already from the ground.
So you, as the police was carrying your husband, you was driving behind him?
No, I was in the same vehicle.
You was in the police vehicle?
Yes. The police were in front of my gun and got in the tray at the back. Where your hands cut me like this.
So you saw when the gun bought him?
No, I hear he holler.
Oh, you hear he
Yes, and
shout
he said,
out.
he called for me, said the police is stamping me with the gun. But when I look back, then they stopped hitting.
You
So I
could
didn't
recognize
see.
the police officer?
Well, so far in this situation here now I cannot recognize them. But I could describe them very how they look.
They were Indo, Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese?
All is Negro. We have two at the front, one was driving, and another one, a big built one, two child and a big built. And the three at the back of the house one. One of them is a squatty one.
They use any name, any nickname they call one, any
No,
name?
they didn't call anyone in the head and that.
But they came from Lenore Police
Lenore
Station.
Police Station, yeah.
You could recognize them if they stand up in a lineup?
Well, probably, if I see them, probably, I can't really see.
Okay, so you was transporting along with your husband to the
Yes.
police station. What happened when you went to the police station?
When I was there, after I hear he hollering at the back, they asked you to get up and stop at Lenore, opposite Lenore Police Station. And one of them tell me, that some madam come out of the vehicle. So I come out and stand up, looking at me, right? See what was going to happen. Because he hollering and said, I think he was stamping with the gun. That was him telling me. So the man asked me to get up. So I get up and he said, sit down like this. Because the vehicle, he had to get a break and he handed the back like this.
It's a pickup, right?
Yes, it's pickup. And one of them is squatty one. He takes his foot like this and hunches on the head. I want to see when he hunches. And he said, get up and come out of the vehicle. And probably they try to brace up and try to get out of the vehicle.
So they didn't, he's in handcuffs. They didn't assist him out of the vehicle?
No, they didn't assist him. He was...
And good. So they take him in the station.
Yes.
A report was taken from you?
Yes.
What's the report you gave?
That he was forcing me, he gave me a box.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you touch me to that was the report I gave the police.
And what did they put him in the cell?
No, they put you on the bench to sit down.
And then you leave?
And he tell me, madam, I finished with you, you can go.
So the last time you saw him that Friday night,
Yes.
he was on the bench, the handcuff on.
With the handcuff. With the
Now,
back.
when was the next time you saw him?
Sunday afternoon.
You didn't go Saturday?
No.
Why?
His brother went, so I didn't.
His brother is wrong here?
No, he's not.
Okay, so you went on Sunday. What you saw?
Around about 3 o'clock Sunday, I received a call from him. And he said that, calling name is Lily. Lily, come to the station now. That the police beat me and the job break. That I don't want anything to eat, just come and have a look at me. So I go around about 7:30 and reach there. And I tell juice and stuff, but he couldn't eat anything or drink anything at that moment because I asked the police who in charge of it, she was Philip. I asked her to see my husband, and she said, you cannot see him. I said, why? She said, no, he's in the lockup. I said, I just want to see his face because he told me. What he told me, I want to know if it's true. And she said, okay. She called for you, and the door had a little space like this. There he push up the neck like this, and I see his face all over his sweat. And he tied up his head with a jersey. So I asked her, I said, what happened to you? He said, the police stamped me, they're gonna break my jaw. But it's probably like the tag, but I figured out what he said. He said, the police break my jaw, that I want two tablets. Anyway, I asked Philip if I could give him the tablet. I walked to the Panadol because when he told me, he told me. I asked her to give him the Panadol. She said, madam, you have to leave and come to the station. I will not collect any tablets for him. He was suffering with the angel since Friday night. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay, so Is your assumption after speaking to your husband via a cell phone call?
No, he used the station to
You just say,
ask them for a
oh,
car.
so they gave him his rights.
Yes, I gave him a car.
They gave him a call.
And he called me.
And he called you.
Yes, and he told me what happened to him.
He didn't mention the time any prisoner did anything.
No, he didn't say any person nothing. He keeps saying the police stamping with the gun all the time in case.
Good. And when you go Sunday, you walk with a little something
Tablet and a
to
what?
drink, juice and tablet.
Yes.
The police take the medication from you.
No, she didn't take it. She said, Madam, you have to leave. That's wrong. We cannot take him the tablet. I begged her 2 times and she told me we have to come to the station.
And thereafter, what happened?
I walked out and I come home. That was a Sunday night. Monday morning I went to Mr. Johnson, station, where I told him how he see my husband, and it wasn't like that. He called them, bring you from Paris and carry there, and they have a look of him. When Mr. Johnson see him, they said that this man has to go and see a doctor.
Mr. Johnson being, who is Mr. Johnson?
I think he's the OC.
Okay, officer in charge.
Yes. And then
And he said go and see a doctor.
he called Mr. Bissoon, he's the station, the
Sergeant,
in charge of the
station
inquiry,
sergeant.
yes. And then it's Mr. Johnson,
Yeah.
you understand. Then he called him, he said he aware of anything like this, that he don't know anything about this, how this man get it.
But Mr. Johnson, the police officer said go to the
So
doctor.
he gave him a medical and
so
go to
good.
the hospital.
So they released your husband?
No, they sent me with the police.
This is on Monday.
Yes.
Your husband still in handcuffs?
No, they take off the handcuff and Mr. Johnson said send him to the hospital.
By himself?
No, the police and me carrying to
He was accompanied by a police?
Police, yes.
Your husband's a criminal? He
No, he's
killed
not.
anybody?
No, he didn't kill anybody. No.
So they don't want to carry him to court?
I would.
They didn't want to, it's Monday, it's supposed to be writing up the charge, so he sent him to the court.
They said I can't send it like that because the magistrate don't want to know what happened.
But you tell them that's not your business?
And then send to the hospital with company with the police and me, carry to Lenora.
But when they told you that the magistrate going to want to know what happened to your husband, what you said?
I didn't respond to anything.
You think something strange happening? You think the magistrate have a right to ask why your husband in that condition?
Yes, but she didn't bother, they didn't bother sending to the court.
Now you had a previous run-in, I think you said about a month ago, where you had called the police and your husband. What happened at that time?
When we go to the court, I begged you.
No, when he was taken to custody a month ago, because of the same story, a little break-in and so. Good. What happened? It was when at the court? 10th October. Good. And how fast you went to court? The next day?
Yes, I think that.
The next day. So you're calculating that your husband should be going to court on Monday.
Well, if I lodge a complaint to the station, I think the police should charge him and put him from the court, but not to this.
So now the police is saying they can't carry your husband to the magistrate court because he's looking too nice.
Yes.
So they allow you to take your husband and accompany with the police officer and they say go to one of the health posts.
Lenora police station.
No,
Lenora hospital.
they tell you Lenora? There's a cottage hospital.
Yes.
And what happened when you went there?
Okay, when I go there, he see the doctor. When he see the doctor send him West them to perform an X-ray for the job, but he received an injection and couple pain tablets. And
At West Them?
no, Lenora.
Lenora?
Yes.
And what West Them did?
No, when they sent me to the police station to West Them and perform an X-ray, where the police take me back from West Them with the X-ray to the doctor that we see at Lenora. The doctor take the X-ray, they check it and they observe that the jaw is break. And they write up a reform letter and send me back to West Them Hospital.
Who sent it to public?
No, West Them.
How your husband reached the public hospital?
West Them give me a reform letter and send me over to Georgetown.
Because apparently they can't handle the
They
case.
can't handle the case. They said there is no bone specialist there.
When you reached the Georgetown hospital, what happened?
When I reached there,
That's the same day? That's the same Monday?
No, the next day. Tuesday.
That's the Tuesday now?
Yeah, because when I go back to West Them, it get late and...
Okay, so Leonora Hospital, Scottish Hospital you went to, then you went to West Dem to do an x-ray, then you go back to Leonora,
Exactly.
then you have to carry him back to the station.
Yes, and then we come home because he get late.
You bring him home or to the station?
No, we come home.
The police allow you to bring him home?
Yes, they said we must go home. And when we come home the Tuesday morning, well, Lenora gave me a letter back again to go back to West End. When we got to West End, like the Tuesday, West End said there is a case where they can handle. Then put it to do, I think, 2 more x-ray. And they said there is a case where they can handle that they need to see
You have any of this x-ray?
no, it's like at the Georgetown Hospital.
Yes. Now when you reach the Georgetown Hospital, what happened?
Okay, when I go over there, when I go over to the Georgetown Hospital, I send we see the doctor, so we have to wait a little while, like for 2 or 3 hours before we see the doctor. And we see the doctor send him back again to do x-ray for the stomach, and here again, in all the x-rays, 5 x-rays. Okay, when he come back again, he has to wait an next 3-4 hours to see back the doctor to observe what happened with the
What the
x-ray.
doctor said?
The doctor said he see that the jaw is broken. He
And the
has
doctor
broken
said,
jaw.
the doctor said at any point in time that your husband needs surgery.
He didn't tell me anything like that. He said nothing around. He's not in emergency case.
That's what the doctor said to you?
Yes, and I asked him.
I understand that you was transferred to the dental clinic.
Yes.
Yes.
He gave me a letter there now to transfer to dental clinic. When I go there, I went there, I wait like an hour, 2 hours, I get attention. The doctor asked me why they send me to him. I said, it sort of got me up and down, up and down. All the time the man is not eating anything or drinking anything, he's all the time in pain. Everywhere they send me up, down, I have to
So
go.
you mentioned to anyone, the doctors, that since Friday, the 21st
Yes, I
of
keep
November, they
telling
had an
them.
incident. The possibility the man didn't eat Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yes,
They didn't know the man weak, he gonna need saline.
I begged the nurse in Georgetown Hospital to give him the saline. She said she got to work with the doctor already. She cannot do it just like that. And where they send me there, they give me a reform letter again. I went to the dentist clinic, she gave me a reform letter again. Then he gave me a letter and he tell me go back to Georgetown Hospital and this man has to be admitted to the hospital to do an surgery.
So it took the dental surgeon to recognize that your husband needs surgery.
Yes.
So the dental clinic had to see that your husband from the x-ray needs surgery.
Exactly.
Emergency surgery too.
Yes.
So the doctor at Georgia Public Hospital didn't see that.
He said nothing no wrong with this man. This man was a strong man, carry you.
Who was the doctor name?
I don't know his name, but he working in Georgetown Hospital, but I know him if I see him.
So you take the dental clinic to refer you to the doctor back again. When you go and tell this doctor this news, that your husband needs surgery, what was the doctor reply?
When we go back to the hospital, I didn't reach back the same doctor. He admitted in the ward, the surgical ward. There where he admitted. I asked the nurse then, this man is not eating from so much days. He's not drinking anything. His throat is swell, his stomach swell, his face start get black. I noticed that his face will start getting black. And he just bringing up clear blood coming out. And I asked them if they could give him some saline, that he needs some food in his body. She said that she cannot work with what I'm saying. She got to work with what the doctor said. Doctor didn't recommend any saline for him. On the chart, there's nothing been treated.
So he was admitted Wednesday evening.
Wednesday.
So I understand your husband now called you back.
Yes.
And he said, I want you to come and take me out to the hospital.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Yes. When he called me the morning, 4 o'clock, he said, really come for me that I didn't get any saline or nothing, but I'm going to die here. I feel like I'm going to die. So I said, okay, that's 4 o'clock. The morning, I get up and make some tea and I get up and gone. And I gone to the hospital, like where I see him, and he asked me to sign me out. I said, I can't do that. He's going to sign me out.
Discharge.
Yes,
Discharge.
self-discharge. Okay, I bring you out and I tell you, I carry me to the Woodlands Hospital. But when we got to the Woodlands, he said he wants to come home, that he's not feeling well. And his voice was going low and low down. And I observed like the hand and his foot was getting cold. We will take a taxi and I bring him home. And I come home here, I reach home around about 10 o'clock. Reach home here, and I buy from Leno, come and he said he come from the complaint department.
That is Thursday. This is Thursday now.
Yes, yesterday morning.
Good. This is Thursday.
Yes.
And a officer from the police complaints authority, I think his name is Ryan Prasad.
Ryan Prasad.
Yes.
Yes. And he come and he see the patient, but he wasn't able to give any statement at that moment because he couldn't able to speak properly. His voice is not coming out and getting low and low down. I noticed that the hand and his foot getting cold and his stomach here is sweating plenty. So he sat down. For a while he was talking all over in the house with pain. He had his stomach, his belly, his back, his face was puffed up. And he said so much pain. Going and call his family and call all the auntie them and son. They have a look up him because he said he's going to die. The police beat me and I'm going to die. He keeps saying the one thing all the time. And
that was his last words to you.
all the time he keeps telling me the police stamped him with the gun.
He did not identify the police.
No, he didn't get.
He said one police or a gang of police.
Three of them went to the back.
No, he said to you was one officer or was a gang of them?
The three of them went to the back. He said that the police them. He didn't tell me how much.
So it's more than one?
Yeah, three of them went to the back.
Okay.
And where he said he's feeling hot like around 12:30, like 20 to 1. I carrying a baby. When a baby put on the clothes, he drag out from the room and I finish put on the clothes and go over to the doctor them room. He drag him from the ground. He go in inside the room and he tried to get up and sit down from the bed. But when he tried to get up, he fall down and I hook him up like this and tried to put him on the bed to sit down. And he hooked me around my waist and his hand start falling like this, loosen me. And he fall back like this and then I turn up and I see this 3 times and they see wrinkles back in me. And that was it.
That was it.
And I don't think my husband is a criminal. He should be treated like this. I'm calling from the high authority to step down because he is the only breadwinner for the home, having 4 children, and I don't know how I'm going to make life out. It's very hard to me accept that my husband died like this.
Well, I don't think anyone could accept such
No, it's really hard
such
to
a
me.
death for the
I'm not
spouse.
feeling comfortable of this because my husband is not a sickly man. He left home with no mark of violence on his skin. No mark at all.
The question now is what the nation position and matters now. Matters of domestic violence. Do you want to call the police if your husband should curse you, behave bad in the house, slap you, harass you? Do you want to call the police on your husband? Because, you know, from this experience, he could end up being a dead man. During this week, and this week here, we celebrated violence against women, and in all its forms. Losing your husband by police brutality is violence against women and also the children, because who will take care of this lone female, this mother, and her 3 young daughters and small son? Who will take care of them? If this is not violence against this family, which was not called upon them, but by actions of some rogue elements in the Guyana police force, what else could we say? So it's a question for the authority to address. This is the President of the country, His Excellency Donald Ramatar, the responsible ministers, to say how they will deal with this situation. How will they deal with this family? Will they call them in and give them a public assistance of $5,900? That is how would they deal with this situation? Or would this family, with the evidence they give me here today, take this matter to the High Court and allow the judge to pass a ruling in their favor, like the young Thomas, 14-year-old, who was brutalized by the police, the Lenore police station. So would they have to go to a judge, in this case maybe Roxanne Judge, that passed $6.5 million for that young man, Thomas, because the police were in his genital area, But this family have to take such action. If this family will have to take such action, who will provide the legal service to this family? Will the Attorney General and the law provide the legal service? Or are you going to fight against this family, this poor family, in support of the Guyana Police Force? So that is why I'm calling on Cameron Rambutan, Moses Nagamoto, Basil Williams, Joe Harmon, James Bond, and the many other lawyers in the opposition to represent this family. We're going to ask the children, the 4 children, if they want to say anything about what transpired, how the police reacted from the telephone call one of them made to them, what was their expectation, what they want to see happen from this matter, what they want to see, and how they feel about police and the whole, because this is going to drive fear in these children. It's something they will never forget for the long as they live. So we're going to speak to some of the children. The daughters, age 19, 17, 8, and the son, 14-year-old. So let us have your view in the matter. Is your father now deceased? Your father, Carl Curtis, now deceased, because I know it's hard on you because one of you made the call. So, I mean, you feel responsible, but you're not responsible. So take out that fact that you're responsible, and the police officer responsible. Okay?
My dad was not a criminal. He was just a loving dad. And he loved us a lot. And we love him a lot too. And the police wasn't supposed to brutalize him like that. He deserved to treat him like a human being. If this happened to my father today, tomorrow it could happen to others. They shouldn't have done this. Their duty is to arrest someone, put them behind the bar, let the court decide their punishment, not there to use brutal force.
You want to say anything? Mr. Father? Say something. Say something. How you feel about the police? Okay, I don't know if the youngest of the 4, the 8-year-old gonna want to say something. What is it?
I don't think the police should do that. I don't think the police should do that.
So let's go back to the mother. What is, or from the children, if we could, everyone of them could say, what you want to see happen? What you want to see happen out of this matter?
Well, I think the high authority should step down and see what is going on.
What do you mean about high authority should step down?
Well, there is no responsible now for me and my 4 children. We are alone now. And I think they should look into that.
You want to see justice? You want to see the officer or
I can't think my husband should
officers?
get just like that, go just like that. I think that they seek justice for me and my children.
You want to see somebody punished for it?
Yes. The person who did it, I think they should face the full penalty.
And I is the one that mentioned compensation. However, I know one of your daughters was very outspoken, and I think she said to me something. So let us hear what you believe. You think you want justice for your father's death. You want somebody to pay the price.
Yes, because they really cruel him and they should pay the full penalty.
And such actions is tantamount to what they call manslaughter. Because they didn't kill him, he didn't die at the same time. It was because of the extended period. But what you feel that the health facility, you think the health facility has some part to play in your husband's death? Because, look, the police beat him, they brutalized him, yes. But it's about 4 to 5 days the husband went without medical attention, proper medical attention.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about the health system and the doctors and medical
Well,
officers in this
I'm
country.
upset because my husband attended today and he didn't receive any medical attention from the JFAP hospital.
So you think an investigation should be launched in the way that they handle the complaints that they receive
Yes.
from your husband?
Yes.
From the time that you recognize your husband's injury, from the time you try to give him some relief by carrying some painkillers,
Yes.
which was refused by the police,
Yes.
to the time when the x-ray was done, and they had you back and forth, to the time when you go to the public hospital and some medical official or doctor said to you, your husband's a strong man, and then it take
Nothing wrong with him.
then it take a dentist to recognize that your husband is in a serious situation, he need emergency surgery, sent to the ICU without no saline because some nurse tell you that they can't take your recommendation. Some doctor got to say, this man needs saline although he didn't eat nothing for 5 days.
Yes, exactly.
So it's incompetence to the highest extent. The police is the one that inflict the grievous body injury, the broken jaw. Could you tell me what was the findings? No, the jaw was broken, but there was some other injuries.
He had injuries and his stomach was swell up, his throat and his teeth went broke up inside his mouth.
Teeth was broken,
Yes, from the same one side that he have the broken jaw.
and he was vomiting blood.
Yes, he absorbed every time he bring up, he show blood coming
So
up.
it means that they probably kicked him or gun button in his stomach. Probably he had some serious injury, internal bleeding.
Internal bleeding, yeah, I suspect that.
And that compounded the situation.
Yes, by the blows that he did.
I speaking to the brother-in-law of the deceased, and you're going to tell us his name and what was the final words that was related to him. This man, of course, from what you're going to see, is visually impaired. So he have good ears. So he would have listened attentively to what was said to him. So what's your name?
My name is Hardio Farahu.
And I think when your brother returned home, you had some conversation with him.
Yeah.
Tell me what was the words that he spoken to you.
When I come, he called me in the room and appears to me like he was in a sitting position. And when I go, he hugged me up and hold on to me and say, man, Bob, I want you to carry me out from the tear. Guide me for carry me out from the tears. So me ask him, man, what going on with you? Why you sign you on discharge? He said, man, Bob, well, them black clothes policeman beat me bad and me not gonna live, not gonna dead. And he just hug on to me. Just hug on to me.
Well, these are the words that you remember he last said to you. And these are very important words because this is the words from the now deceased. Okay? So, this is important evidence. This is the sister of the deceased.
Yeah, that's the brother. After it, right? And I like, the police, because when he asked him the other day, Monday when he come for work, he asked him to say, brother, what happened to you? He said, last time. One at the head, and that only thing, and he now watch he face, and that all he can tell me, and nothing more to tell me, and he go home, and he was come in, and next time he start to come, so he was in Guyana hospital with him, and the other day he come from work to come, and he leave, and he got to go stuck, and he got to come in now, he has to in Guyana work, he gave message, he died, and he just, he come, and he come now. She said, when she your call me, Mr. call me, and he comes to see about a day. Come see, he wants to you. And he goes to lay down straight, and cover halfway, and
But he said to you that the police...
he said the police not want not to get. That's all he tell me, not more.
Very good.
That's all he said.
We're going to be speaking to one neighbor here who will have something to say.
What we want to say as Guyanese, this incident will happen here can happen to anyone at the moment because we are all men. Police are come collect you just like this and start beat you. If you don't do nothing much, you got your beat you, especially if you drink. You drink and you only argue with them so lick. And them man's a key, what them knock you, where them knock you, and what them knock you. This thing, people are people, they're not animal. You beat them with wood and boots and them kind of story there. What me want to say, he done get and gone. I don't know who the victim for tomorrow, police will beat again. Then done born one, for the private part, then born two, I hand, and this one and beat to death. Who will be the fourth one who will cause death by police? What the Minister of Home Affairs do? He only say, he a do and he not do nothing. Nobody now,
He's saying
nobody now step up with this question that this police them must be put to place that they can't do this and can't do it. The police them got the power to do anything. They come in your house without a search warrant, they kick down your door, then they keep your wife at a beer panty or what. Them go in the house, lick up, and they come in. Police take a search warrant to come in your house. They come beat you up, go to your station, transfer you from one place to that place. Your wife is looking for you. Nobody knows not where you go.
So this is something that usually happens in region
Normally, yes.
normally.
Police never time with
So
nothing.
you all men here from the same
Area.
the same area, and all fishermen.
Yeah, I mean, we used to live very close together. We used to live like a brother. That's when we get into the story. Because yesterday, call the police, don't police not come. We have to go through the police with our own car. Police not a vehicle for come. Now, what we want to know, if tomorrow, if me and my wife have an argument, the police come for me, the next time I get some kick and cuff with gun button boots, me, my car's dead. Who will look after them woman this? If I will continue domestic violence against women, and police are kill man, what will happen in this country next 10 years from now? You don't see this country, man?
Na ganon.
Right? Because police are damage everything, and me not see police are go no way that some get knocked off, some get jail. You only got tell anybody anything or tell anybody anything, you get locked up. But police not get locked up. How this situation is going on like this? This girl now lose her husband. Tomorrow you know who will lose the husband because police will see.
And then he got a son come up to some, you know what the video outcome is, then beat the father like that, and the father dies, they can do it to the same thing.
I want to ask you this: how you feel about the police presence today in your yard, at your home? They come, what they come ready for?
They come to do some investigation, what transpired.
And you relay exactly what you said to me.
Yes, I tell them, I ask me what happened, and I tell them what happened.
Did they come to pray for you too?
Yes, so they come to
And how you feel about this?
Well, at this moment here, I'm not feeling so good at
So you
all.
feel was a good move by the Guyana Police Force because you know they're known to be use brute force and ignorance. But here you had senior ranks come around you, gather around you,
And lots of
and
them.
they show compassion. How you feel about it?
Well, I guess they say they can't say anything until the postmortem is performed. But so far, I'm not feeling comfortable.
Tell me about the post-mortem. When is it scheduled for? And if it's any burial arrangement set?
I think it's scheduled for Monday, but I don't know if the police going to hand over the death for Monday. So I can't say which day when we get the body.
You didn't cause this death. It wasn't expected, and death in the hole is not expected. But did the police offer you any compensation? Say that they're going to look after the expense for the wake and the burial funeral?
No, nothing.
They didn't say that to you?
Nothing at all.
You think they should do stuff? If they do so, would you accept it? Here you comfortable in your home. You didn't know you got to spend 500,000 to bury a dead. It's an additional burden on you. They already take your husband away. The least they could do is say, Madam, we're going to take care of the funeral expense. Would you accept that for starters?
Yes.
Here, we spoke to some of the family in this community in relation to the death of the fisherman, and we listened to everyone's views, the children's views, the mother views, the wife views, and we're going to probably listen to some views of some other neighbor.
One minute more. The one for the when the postmortem go on, right? The brother will be standing there to witness the postmortem. If he could take along a video camera to video his brother inside, to show the public exactly when a man get beat inside the stomach and face, what it looked like, to expose to the world, because this thing will be on the net, right? If you could have a phone, so doctor or sir, whatever, what caused this man to death, and you could have it on a phone to show that this is what the doctor said. Not when he come out tomorrow, this a man caused in a death, this man get heart attack and this and that. And when you see one set of flat blood in his stomach, the video camera tell you exactly what caused this man to death.
So I don't know if they're going to allow that, but that's the question you should have posed to the police officers that visit you, that you would like to have this post-mortem
Listen to me,
documented.
this girl got that kind of amount of sense to ask them the question.
The experience.
You understand? The first time.